I mean, I'd rather fight Danny Garcia.
Really?
Danny Garcia, he ain't got to fight, so me and Danny can fight. I mean,
you think Danny's gonna want to fight you?
I mean, I got a title if you want to fight for the title, but I mean, it all depends on what you know. I got to talk to Al and see what's going on and what fighters got what's going on or whatever. But I'm not ready to fight anybody, man. You know, I'm ready to define my legacy and become one of the greatest of all time. So I'm willing to fight the best, and I want to fight the best. So that's what I have to do is fight the best. So that's why I call out the fighters. I call out no disrespect to them.
Before him beat Manny Pacquiao, Danny Garcia was real quick to call him out, but he hasn't said anything about possibly fighting you.
Yeah.
Are you surprised about that?
I'm not surprised. You know, dog, when he see one.
What's it looking more like? I know you wanted to do a defense at home in Texas, but I know you said you would skip that for Garcia matchup over here in BK, man. Like, what's it looking like? Has anything kind of come to light?
I haven't talked to anybody yet. It's something we're going to talk about probably the next 2 weeks or so and see what's on the table, who wants to fight. You know, it has to be both sides, you know what I'm saying? We're with the same manager, so it has to be both sides that want to fight. He's not going to make anybody fight.
Why is it Danny hasn't said it? Like, Porter called him out, did the whole Macho Man thing. Danny responded, he commented on it.
You got to ask him, man. So we got to ask him. I don't know, because somebody called me, I'm responding. It's like Keith Thurman said something after my fight. You see, and I respond right then and there. Right after my fight, I respond and put something on Instagram.
People want to see you in there with Errol Spence as well as Thurman, the rematch. You've been vocal as well and critical of Errol Spence, him winning the title now, going to the UK, stopping Kell Brook. Has he win your approval? Do you co-sign him now as a good fighter, or do you still want to see a little bit more?
He's a world champion. You gotta give him respect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking that away from him. He won the belt. He went over there and won the belt. He's fighting Peterson. That's not an easy fight. Peterson's I've been in there with him. He's a tough fighter. He's always in shape. He's technical. He's not a big puncher, but he can give you hell if you let him. So he got to test with Peterson first.
Danny Garcia said last week he wants to see you fight Terrence Crawford.
Why you fight Terrence Crawford? Why you going to see me?
Do you take that as an admission of guilt?
I don't know. He needs to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford came out.
How'd you feel about Errol Spence saying that if you won, that you and him should do it, if you're not ducking anybody? He tweeted at you.
I don't duck nobody, bro. I don't duck nobody. Like I said before, Al Heyman's the manager. If you want to fight, let's fight. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. I fight. I fought everyone they ever put in front of me. I fought. I never said no to no one.
Why do you think the fans keep continuing to harp on that? Not just you, but the welterweights in general are all avoiding Spence. Do you feel that's true? I
don't think nobody's avoiding him. I think you got to understand, no fighter makes his own matches in boxing. No fighter makes his own matches. Boxing is handled by managers and other people like that. But like I said before, it's a fight. This is eventually gonna happen. Everybody's gonna fight everybody, just like everybody. That's how I fought Thurman. You feel me?
Well, like when you fought Matisse, everyone said you weren't gonna fight him.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's always gonna be that. And then if it's not him, it's gonna be a newcomer. It's gonna be another guy that's coming up that people say you're scared to fight. That's just the boxing game. It's always gonna be somebody new. I can't fight everybody at one time.
I feel like I see the miss in every fight. You know, my miss is just dominate, pre-domination. So. I mean, that's my message in every fight, to dominate, and just from the get-go. As soon as the first bell ring, dominate the fight. So, I mean, that's the only message that I seen. I don't feel like I have to send no message to anybody. You know, free smoke Spence. You know, anybody in the division can get it. You know, I'm not ducking no work from anybody, from Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, all of them.
If you win the title, the WBC, would you give Spence his shot?
Sure, we can unify. After that, ain't gonna be nothing else to do at 147. I'll go to 154.
54?
Yeah. After that, who else can I fight?
Keith Thurman rematch.
Oh yeah, that. I'm saying that's down the line now. That's not gonna be in the near future. Obviously, that's gonna be down the line too. Probably maybe 2 or 3 years that might be now.
Jesse Vargas, Adrian Broner.
Yeah, those are good fights, but I just don't feel like a gain up for them fights at this time. I feel like when I win the title again, and if I fight Spence, it's like, it ain't nothing else to do at 147. I'll go to 154.
So how's it go down if you fight Spence? Because you got one guy that comes forward and a guy who loves it when people come to him.
I mean, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a great fight. You know, put him down. I believe I can put anybody down. Anybody standing in front of me, I believe I can put him down.
So it would be man down but on Errol Spence this time.
already know.
So, but does he deserve that rep he has? Is he that good in terms of the boogeyman?
I mean, boogeyman how? Like, how is he a boogeyman? He just won the title. You've got like 2 title fights. How is that a boogeyman? I mean, it is what it is. I fought the boogeyman before. Lucas Matisse was the boogeyman, right? And what happened to him?
So, when guys come after you like that, is that actually a good style for you?
Yeah,
so if Spence tries to walk you down.
Definitely. But I'm saying everybody want to fight Danny Garcia so they get hit. That's a different story.
Garcia came out. He said he want to fight you. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, we gonna smoke him. When he fight when he fight Sean Porter, whoever the winner is, I'm gonna want to fight him. So it is what it is.
So Earl, are you tired? Like I'm mad about like how you get like these welterweights out here not want to fight you. Do that pisses you off that you have to go through this? Like you have to call these guys out continuously, and you one of the top fighters, if not the top fighter in the world.
I just respect that. You know, they call me the bullet, so it's just a respect. It's just a respect thing, man. You know, if everybody was calling me out, everybody was in a rush to fight me, that means either I was looking bad in the ring or I wasn't doing so good when I fight my opponent. So, I mean, when people not calling me out, that just means I've been doing my thing in the ring and they not really, seeing, they know it's going to be a tough task to beat me.
You was coming up, everybody gave you an ultimatum. Danny Garcia said get a bigger name. The Porter said win the belt. Thurman said when the time was right. Now you have done everything asked of you. Why do the fighters continue to make excuses?
I don't know. It's something you got to ask them. They're going to keep making excuses and keep, changing stuff up. Now I got the opponents under my resume. I have a world title, so, no excuses now. And I feel like no excuses for either Danny Garcia or Sean Porter when they fight each other to unify the belts. Got the same manager, fight on the same network. Everything's right. Why not make it happen?
Errol Spence recently did an interview where he said that you and Porter don't call his name out until you got a fight scheduled.
I never called his name out in the first place, though.
Okay.
Did anybody ever hear me say I want to fight Errol Spence? I never called nobody out. From the beginning of my career, I never called no one out. At the end of the day, that's not my style. I don't chase fights. If the name is mentioned to me, then I accept and we fight. But other than that, it's just he say, she say, and it's all political.
Sean Porter fighting Danny Garcia coming up. Obviously, that's a big fight in your division. How do you see that fight playing out?
I got Danny Garcia winning. And, it's going to be an exciting fight. Sean Porter only know how to come forward. And, he always in exciting fights. And with Danny, he's not the fastest guy. He don't have the fastest feet. So I think he's going to have to stand there and, bang it out with him. So it's going to be an action-packed fight.
Fight that would make more sense for you, obviously, as a winner of that. Is that something that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I want that fight as soon as possible.
Errol Spence Jr. says that he's been promised the winner of this fight. If you're victorious, do we see a unification fight of Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. in 2019?
Well, absolutely. If the money's right, like I said before, I want the biggest fights, the biggest money paydays. I'm in the point of my career where, this would be my 4th world title, so let the money start talking. I deserve it. I face everyone they put in front of me. And right now it's just all about, the moolah, the money. I got a family to feed. I want to have more kids.
Worst case scenario, you work your way up as a pro. You go to fight the #1 guy. And one day you find out, let's say you lose again. That was the day I lost. So I was a little depressed, a little morbid thoughts going through my head. So I said to myself, if I go to the top and I lose again, and I'm the #2 fighter in the world, that's a career in a sport that you love. What can happen more than that?
It gets more points than
I'm just saying though, that's kind of
Errol, throw the straight one down the pipe.
Happy to do I'm happy to do what I love to choose the career path.
Can we put someone's face there?
There's a lot of great fighters. you leave that door. That's just Earl, Mikey was 949. Or just athletes in general that didn't make it through.
Hey, I'm not even gonna hit that after Leo Santa Cruz. You wanna do it? Nah, cause he hit 929, and I don't wanna hit softer than the smallest.
Come on, Danny. Danny, you're always sleeping on the right hand, man. Show him the right hand. You're always sleeping on the right hand.
That's high. That's high. 929 is high.
I think you get higher.
I gotta take my jacket off. Yeah. Cause I'm gonna rip my blazer. I can't even take my jacket. You're a husky? Yeah. Come on, man.
How much did Darrell got? He got 9 what? 966. Anthony Darrell, 955, 956. Yeah, 956.
Oh, my bad. Oh, he's got to pick the select. So you hit over the right hand like that?
Darrell hooked it. He hit select. All right. Oh, shit. He hit select. I think you broke it. You got to go back. No, you broke it, Danny.
Oh, shit.
You broke it.
Damn, that was a good one, too.
Guys, hello. There's a select game. You got to make it go to something different. Select game. Select game. You thought he broke it.
Damn, that was a good one. Damn it.
Are we good?
Doing?
Go for it.
Want to test it first, see if it works?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
damn.
Pretty high for just half of it, yeah. Ooh.
It's not bad. Ready?
Shit.
Man, that was close to Leo, right?
You just beat Leo. You want to do one more? Hey, Danny.
I'm going to try one more.
Go ahead.
I'm going to try a booming shot, right?
There it is.
Street Fighter.
Hey, Danny. I'm weak. Quarter, Errol Spence. How do you see that?
I think that's an even matchup. I think that's even. I think it's an even matchup. After I seen Spence last fight, he did good, but I thought he was gonna knock Mikey out. I just feel like he did his thing, but he didn't look. To me, he didn't look dominant. Even though he won all the rounds, but he didn't look like how he looked against Peterson.
Did you learn anything in that Errol Spence Mike Garcia fight? Because a lot of people, like yourself, just said, well, I was expecting a knockout, but a lot of people, for example myself, I thought that he proved he could box very well, and we haven't seen him do that, not because he couldn't, but maybe because he didn't have to in other fights. But I feel like he outboxed Mike Garcia.
Yeah, he definitely outboxed him. He outboxed him. He outworked him. He did everything he was supposed to do to win, but since he fought a guy who was 2 weight classes smaller, even though Mikey's a good fighter and never lost before, you just expect certain things, especially you just destroyed Peterson, you know?
Right.
Now, if you did that to him, it's like, oh. But it was like, okay, it's like you see something here that you could work with. It's not really what people are saying, you know what I mean? So to me as a fighter.
Right, so based off that experience, you would say the Errol Spence and Sean Porter fight is 50-50 in your eyes?
I would give, I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I would give Spence the slight favor just because he's fresher.
Yeah.
You know, Porter's been around, like we've been around, like we've been fighting each other, like so Spence is a little bit, but like I said before, I'll get Spence an edge, but both of them throw a lot of punches. Both of them are physically strong. Spence is just he hits harder, that's it. But I think style-wise, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think.
Former two-division champion, Danny Garcia in the house. I'm here to not just say that this might be your next opponent, but I'm announcing that this will be your next opponent. What do you think of that, Errol Spence?
Might have tables turn. I've been calling you guys out for a long time. Like I said, tables will turn, and it will be calling me out now. That's what we're getting right now. But like I told Al Heyman, as soon as I signed with him, I told him, you line them up, I'm going to knock them down.
There you go, some fight words there, Danny. What did you see in this fight, and what do you have to say in response to that?
It was a tough, rugged fight, like I said it would be. But he's the top dog, and I want the top spot. So I'm here to tell Errol Spence, I want you next, baby. Let's get it on.
Was there anything that you saw in this fight that surprised you about Errol Spence Jr.?
It was a tough, rugged fight, like I said it would be. It was a 50-50 fight. It was a split decision victory. Sean Porter's a hard fighter to look good against. He got the job done, and I'm here to say, I won next.
Danny Garcia stepped into the ring during your interview. Is that the fight you expect next? And if not, who do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, tables turn. You know, I've been calling out Danny and Alden for a long time. And, you know, now they step in the ring trying to fight me. So we'll see. I mean, we're going to go and look and see who the next good available opponent. If I can't get, you know, Pacquiao or, you know, nothing happens with Terrence or anybody else, then we'll fight Danny Garcia. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. I think me and Sean had a great fight. So, you know, we might can do that again. So we'll see what happens.
Danny, man, got some big news that might be coming after we saw you get in that ring. But first, what'd you think of the fight tonight?
Like I said before, the 50-50 fight. I don't believe how much the media was writing off Porter. It was kind of like disrespectful, you know? So it was a 50-50 fight.
Any chance Sean may have deserved that decision for what you saw?
It could have went either way, but it looked like a draw. It wasn't for the knockdown. It definitely should have been a draw. But one judge had it for Porter. It was a close fight. It was a close fight. I mean, that's how every welterweight fight has been.
At this level?
Yeah. Every fight's been back and forth, decided by 1 or 2 rounds.
Did you feel like he needed that, or he needed to rally late, like Sean was ahead and he...
It looked like Sean was winning, like going into the last couple of rounds. And then Porter dropped him, and then he won the 12th round.
And lastly, did anything, or not, you know, about this fight, anything you saw with Errol, like an inability to fight off the back foot, any holes in his game that you saw that we didn't see before?
You know, I see what I see, but I'm not gonna say, you know. How you doing? But definitely.
So I was asking Dad, would he advise him for Errol Spence to fight you right away? But he said no.
It was a couple, like a week or two after
get healthy first.
When you say right away, how fast you saying? Like January?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Oh shit.
Well, the thing is,
but even that, I think coming back from that situation, if you're dramatizing, it's come back against somebody like you, a big puncher.
Right. So you know I'm just happy he's okay.
At the end of the day, man.
You know, nobody's heard from him, so to even talk about the fight to me is pointless.
That means
because the man's still recovering, so just let him recover and get better, and then maybe I could ask him how he's feeling when he can fight again.
Errol Spence's resume, do you feel like he's formidable now at the elites at 147?
You can definitely say that for sure. You beat Porter. Porter's definitely a tough guy to look good against, but give him everything he can handle, and he won a close fight. So.
What are the real options for your next fight? Because Dad said he wants you to fight January. He's not going to wait for nobody else. What are the real options for you?
I don't know. I gotta sit back, talk to my team, and figure this out.
I'm gonna ask one out as well. Errol obviously had his accident. I know that you want to fight because he has to unify. Do you think he should have a tune-up before facing you because of the uncertainty and unknowns? Because coming and facing someone like you, that's a big step off.
Yeah, for sure. I am a dangerous fighter to go right into because I'm a big hitter with both hands. So I'm a dangerous fighter for anybody. Only he knows. If he feels like he's ready, then he's ready. If he's not, then he's not. Only he knows. Maybe that's the question. Maybe you have to ask. You gotta ask him.
Now you are the one who is hunted. How has that change been when it comes to mentality-wise on your end?
Mentality-wise, it ain't changed. You can't hunt the hunter. So you know, those same guys, you know, I've been calling out. You know, if they want to fight and we're gonna fight, then it's going to happen, then we're going to fight, like I said before. Those guys are calling me out, but I'm not shying away from Danny Garcia. I'm not shying away from Keith Thurman. I'm not shying away from Terrence Crawford. I'm not shying away from Sean Porter. I mean, like, me and Al have discussions all the time, and I tell them, like, I really want to fight. You know, the guys that I've been wanting to fight, I want to fight. So, you know, hopefully, you know, I'll fight Danny Garcia this year, next year, Pacquiao, maybe Keith Thurman, I don't know. Probably not. I don't really care about him anymore because he didn't give me an opportunity when I wanted it, so I don't care about fighting him. Terrence
so you don't want to repay the favor. I mean, there was no favor done to you, so why should I do something for him?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was calling him out, you know, wanting to fight him, and you know, he didn't want to give me an opportunity. He didn't want to fight me, so now I don't need him. I don't need him at all. You know, he's not even on my radar. I feel like he's not even on my level. You know, just because he fought Pacquiao, you know, they give him a little bit of kudos, but, you know, I'm looking for big names like Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, Danny Garcia, you know, so I'm not worried about Keith Thurman at all.
So you hold two belts within the sanctioning bodies, the WBC and the IBF. The WBC has come out and stated that Danny Garcia is your #1 mandatory. Is that a fight that you want? I mean, does that seem like that is next for Errol Spence Jr.?
It's a fight that makes sense. I mean, Danny Garcia, he's a very, tough fighter. He's a guy who's accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing, and that's a fight that really makes sense. So, I mean, it's a fight that can definitely happen next.
We're coming back, baby, September. We're back in the ring, September. James Cruz, what up, baby? The next fight should be in the fall. We're fighting in the fall. Fighting in the fall. We don't know yet. Either Pac-Man or Spence. That's what's next.